Hello everybody, ARSF here, and today we're back with some more Minecraft. Specifically, Feed the Beast, Ultimate... something? Ultimate Evolved, I think, is what it is. Anyways, today, there's a couple things I want to focus on. First of all, I would potentially like to, finish up, or not finish up, but get started on maybe putting some machines in here. But I more or less just kind of want to start putting up the visual shell that I want to put around this thing. Because I want the inside to look different from the outside. I don't want it to look like this on the outside. That's going to look weird. But I don't want it to get too much bigger than it currently is. I mean, I'm going to put a little entrance room here, and then most of the machines and stuff will be in this back room, but this will be a little entry area. But I want to put up a shell around the whole thing, because I want it to look like this on the inside, but something different. And I don't want it to get too much bigger. So what I'm going to do, if I can remember how to do this, I'm pretty sure I've made some of these already. I want to make a bunch of carpenter's blocks, which I'm not doing right. I hate those freaking controls. You know what? I'm just going to fill this in with gravel for now. It's bothering me that it's not. Alright, so let's take half of this, turn a half of this into sticks, take half of that. This isn't going to end up making nearly as many as I wanted to, but I'm gonna end up needing a lot of these. But right away, I know I'm going to need one of these, so I won't forget to make it. Carpenter hammer! Yay! Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna come over to where this spot is, and anywhere where there's these blocks, it's gonna be a little bit wider. In fact, actually, you know what? It's just occurred to me, these spots at the fronts are the only spots that it doesn't dip backwards. And I think I'm going to keep it that way just for the sake of keeping everything as it is currently. Well, I'm torn. Do I want to change it or keep it? You guys will have to let me know. In fact, well, no, you guys won't have to let me know. I'm going to ask some other opinions, but I'm not going to be able to do that right now. For now, I will go through and change this if I do end up deciding that that's what I'm going to do. But I want to go around and get kind of a little basic layout set up. And this shouldn't be too difficult, although I'm going to need to definitely clear away a lot more of this dirt, because I'm going to need to access these things from the side. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do the corners to make them very nice, but I'll figure something out. Anyways, what I'm going to end up coming through and doing is, on these ones, it'll stick up like that. You know what? No, it has to come back. I won't be able to do this properly otherwise. It won't look right. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to go sleep, and I'm going to do that. And when I come back, I'll be able to show you kind of what I'm wanting to do with the shelling. Alright, so I've got most of these blocks placed, at least around this back side. You can kind of see what I mean now by, like, I want to have a little bit of depth without making it too big. I can have these little half sets, and it'll be good. Next, what I want to do is I want to toy around with the block types that I got. I know I'm going to want these technical blocks, and I left the other stuff at home. Or, not at home, but in my little mining base. And if I remember correctly, it's right here. Perfect. I should probably take this stuff with me just in case I need it. Stack this stuff up. I'm going to need a lot of carpenter blocks. It's a good thing I've managed to find some dark oak trees to start farming, because I would not be able to do this easily otherwise. So, let's take these. I know for a fact that I definitely want this makeshift plating. And what I want to do with this one is, this is going to be my like central main block. So we'll have it set up like that along all these sides, and then these ones that stick out further are where I want to use these iron bricks. This is going to get pretty expensive iron-wise, but I think that it'll look good when I'm done. I think so, at least. So I'm going to go put that shell up at least a few more levels, and I'll come back when I've done that, and you guys will get to see what it looks like. So, as I started to do this, I noticed there's a little bit of a problem. So, what I'm actually going to have to do, and this actually really makes me mad because I've already done a lot of the work to get as far as I have. I have to go and undo all of that now, and then figure out how to redo this such that I can fix it. So, yeah, because I would rather have this pattern than this chunky tile looking crap. So what I'm going to do, I think, or what I have to do, as far as I understand, so I'm going to need to come in here. Actually, can I just, like, oh, that'll pull all the crap off, but won't do anything really great for me. So I gotta go through and I gotta break all of this back down, which is gonna take friggin' forever, unless I do it this way. Actually, that might not take too long. As long as I get all the pieces back, I'll be okay. But basically, okay, I'm just gonna break all these down real quick. Essentially, what I have to do instead is come in here like this, make it a full block wider on those spots, and then come out to here for my little walls. So this will come up, oops. This will have to come up however high I want it to go. And I'll just plop these into there and have some like that or something. But yeah, in order to get this effect that I actually want, I have to use the whole block. So I'm gonna go back and fix all of that, and I'll come back when I got that done for you. Alright. Well, I haven't completely shelled around the whole thing yet, but I wanted to at least show off, like, this is what I got, the kind of the proof of concept of it. This shell will go all the way around, and will reach up. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do the roof yet, but I'll figure that out, but I think I like the way the wall is going to look from the outside. But there are more things that I wanted to do today, so we should work on that a little. Oops, one of these blocks left behind. Don't want to waste any of these. Should probably go around and make sure there aren't any left hidden, just hiding somewhere. Just get some more placed. Anyways, of note that I want to do today, I have quite a bit of lava, and we need to create some power supply. And I have access to getting more lava pretty easily. There's a lot of lava down in my little mine area. I'm gonna dump all this crap in here for now. sure my inventory is as empty as I can get it. Anyways, so what I want to do for generators, let's get ourselves some thermal expansion. Alright, so first of all, we're going to need generators, and the type of generators I want to go with are, or my favorite ones that I've always used are these magmatic ones. They require quite a bit of invar, but it's honestly not too hard to get. So let's start with making, well, how many can I make? I've got 8 blocks of invar, as well as, I swore I had some ingots somewhere. And maybe I used them already. Or they're somewhere else. Most likely they already got used. Anyways, so I got 8 blocks. To make these things, first of all, we're going to need the gears. So, getting these gears, easy enough. Iron and stuff. Alternatively, I could cast it with, I think that's 4 ingots worth. I don't really feel like taking the time to cast them, so... Yeah. Let's make 4 generators to start. We're going to take 2 gears each, so... Turn all of this into ingots. It's a lot more than it looked like. But at the same time, those gears are freaking expensive. I'm gonna need silver and redstone. Don't quite need all of my redstone, but okay. Let's get 4 of these transmission coils. And what else did I need for this? Just a piece of redstone and the 3 invar ingots. So I should be able to actually at this point just go bloop, and 4 magmatic dynamos. So there's the first step. Second step that we need is we're going to need a way to transport materials into and out of these dynamos to create the power. To do that, we're going to need something that is not on thermal expansion. Let's try the atmod.thermal expansion. Didn't actually add them. Alright, then it's going to be in a different mod that is part of the same thing. Sorry about that. Give me a moment to find thermal dynamics. This is the one I'm looking for. Come on, go! I hate this pull-down menu. It angers me so much. Okay, so I've already actually got some of these hardened flue ducts there, but not nearly enough. It'll be enough to get started, but to actually fully make the setup that I'm planning on making, it won't be. But I'm also going to really need... Ooh, I'm only going to be able to get hardened flux ducts. How much do these put out? I don't know. But to get these, we need the leadstone flux ducts, not too hard to make, and then we need to add invar and more redstone. We still have 28 invar, we should be able to do that. So let's grab a block of lead. I mean, I'm not going to need, honestly, too much of this stuff, but we'll see. Not perfect, just enough. Except for I need more. Because I need 3 of these. Except for I need... sorry, excuse me. 2 for each bunch, and that gives us 6 of these. We're also going to need a battery. that's probably the most important part, and I can't believe I almost forgot about that. Atmod.thermal expansion. And the best battery that we can get right now before we start getting into the deeper machines is a hardened energy cell, which go through the lead one and then adding the Invar. This is one of the ones that doesn't require the extra frame, so I need to go boop, 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 block, glass. That gets me that cell frame. Wait, what do you mean energy cell, hardened energy cell frame? Wait, what do I have to do to make it an actual energy cell? Oh, I need copper and the conductance coil. That's it? Or I can do both at once. Perfect. So let's grab a couple pieces of copper. Grab one of my blocks. What else did I need? It was Invar and a conductance coil, and a conductance coil is gold if I remember correctly. Nope, that's a reception coil. We need a little bit better than gold. Conductance coil. Perfect. And... Damn it. Wait, please tell me it was actually a conductance coil, not a reception coil. Okay. Conductance, Invar, copper. Oh, that one's the hardened energy cell already. No, that one's the leadstone energy cell frame. Yeah. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Forgot to make my copper into ingots. Now, this should work. Oops. Yay, hardened energy cell. Alrighty. Now, I think I put them upstairs. Yep, nope, those are the item ducts. Hardened fluid ducts. These are what I need. I also will need... Hang on, just to make sure. Yep, it is nighttime. I shall sleep. I need to get... What am I looking for? I think it's here. Yep, crescent hammer. And I think that's all I'm gonna need to get started. And of course, I'll be prettying this up as I go. Or not as I go. I'm gonna pretty it up once I get a bit more of a setup. But for now, I'm gonna do this really basically. I'm gonna end up moving that later, but for now, that's where it's gonna go. And now, the center is here. I actually kind of want the center to be here. Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to put it. So let's start with magmatic dynamo. Take one of our power conduits, and plop it on the top there, and connect the rest of our dynamos to this point. There we go. And run them. I'm going to need to move the battery. Just for now. I'll move it later. So that should be on full acceptance. Then we take all the fluid ducts and put one there, one there. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm gonna need more of these. Alright, I'll be right back with more fluid ducts, because I only have one. Alrighty. Okay, so I got this all set up the way I want it to. This should feed lava into all of these as soon as I tell it to. And we'll start getting power into that thing. Just as easy as that. Whoa, that drained all of my lava instantly. And we're getting power pretty fast. But look at this. Yep, all of these are putting out, or outputting at their maximum. Not storing any themselves. That thing got emptied immediately. So I'm going to have to go fill that back up. But for now, we have power. We are getting quite a bit of power. Okay, so I've got 4 of these set up. They're each running at 80. That's 3,200 RF per tick. No, not 3,200. 320 RF per tick. My bad. So yeah, that's pretty good. And eventually, this setup will just... What I plan on doing is, I'm going to change where this wire sits so that it goes under and comes up and sets into rows of 4 energy cells. And this will also expand to have 1, 2, 3 more rows for these. And so we're going to have a lot of magmatic stuff. And what I intend to do... And this is sort of a question of what... This is a question of opinion again. When I get to the point where I need... Because it's going to inevitably come to the point where I'm going to run out of lava in the overworld. When it comes to that point, I have 2 options. One of them is to go into the nether and set up a pump and tesseract the lava back. That is easy to do, but it starts to make the nether really laggy after a while. And it would be okay for a while, but eventually it would just kind of start to destroy my world. Alternatively, I can use a slightly cheaty method. I can create the stuff that I would use to make a pump in the nether, and I can, instead of actually just setting it up there, just delete the stuff and give myself a creative tank full of lava. That way I have an infinite lava source that won't lag out my game. And that is the only reason that I would be wanting to use that. I'm gonna have to fill this up off camera. Anyways, that's just food for thought. I think... I can't say for certain that I am going to use that lava trick, but I'm gonna talk to some people, and... Well, by the time that I'm actually setting that up, you might actually see this video, so maybe I can get your guys' opinions on that. Until then, though... I think I'm actually done for now. We are going to be hopefully going to the nether soon, but there's a couple more things I want to get done up there. Now that we're generating power, in the next episode I want to be starting to create machines. Which, honestly, most of the thermal expansions machines, I'm capable of doing with the smeltery what I would be doing with those machines. But, excuse me, I think that I would like to use the machines just because I can look at the process more definitively, being like, this step does this thing, this step does this thing, rather than being like, okay, I need to come up to this smeltery and then carefully select each individual type of thing that I need and put it in there. Yeah, no, that just takes way too long. So I'm gonna be ending up setting up some machines over here hopefully soon. But until then, this has been Airaseth. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will talk at you next time.